Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a new episode of Transport Fever with a view to one of the truck cargo stations I've been setting up. And in fact, it's the one which was giving me a lot of headaches in the previous episodes due to multiple lines converging there and needing to, how to put it, needing to be diverted into the right spot without actually having to mess everything up. I managed to do that, fortunately, and I'm going to show that by clicking each of the lines before I actually continue by buying the vehicles needed to set up everything for the fuel transportation I was working at. So let's start doing this from top to bottom. First of all, the log planks. I made, as you can see, 7 terminals and I'm using 3 of those. So log planks, it arrives nicely. We have traffic lights here now, which is making some things better. It's a bit of a shame we don't have roundabouts in this game, but then they weren't here in 1929, so it's coming in quite nicely and moving past the platform, leaving without actually interfering with anything. The fuel one is doing the same, although that one comes in from the other side. And I could have put it, as a matter of fact, it is not could have, but should have. Um, Taking the next. It looks like I have to do that with a few of them. Cargo, and it should take that waypoint. That's the way it should have been done. But that's basically how I've been setting up all of the routes. As you can see, same thing with the one for plastic, driving all the way to the back, entering, exiting. Still, yeah, doing the same thing. I need to adjust it because it needs to take this waypoint. I have to check whether or not it's taking. Yes, it is. So nicely, same thing. Steel and tools, same thing. And steel and tools for the railroad, same thing. And this was actually the only one causing me some problems. But in the end, I was like, the chances that the trucks have to wait here aren't that big because, like I said, we have traffic lights. Although the lights to turn left and the lights to go straight ahead on both sides and here turn right are still green. So anything which wants to make the left turn here and the right turn here still is has to wait. But in the end, it basically ends up like this. And as you can see, yes, there are converging points, but as you can see, everything is split off nicely. It also means that next time I will add a truck, there is only one platform left, platform 3. And that may actually cause a problem. I have to figure out whether or not to use it. I probably ordered the trucks to go in here, perhaps in, no, that's exit. This is the entrance. So go in here to 3 and exit over there. Something like that. Steel machines. That's still there because of the old. So the old setup. So the main reason was this, and it's currently able to travel to the fuel refinery. Perhaps over time I will adjust the route by making a shortcut from this crossing to this point, and with that, or perhaps this point, because I want to avoid that. But for now, it's working. I checked the rest. The oil, which up here is turned in fuel, it works. This is okay, picking up the oil, dropping it off, transporting it here, picking up the refined oil. That part is done. Transporting the refined oil back and eventually turning it into fuel and bring the fuel back. It all works. So, first thing I'm going to do is to check how much I actually need. Only 9 fuel. And how much do we need over here? 107 fuel. This brings up different very different things. Go, go. Mm-hmm. For one, I may have to set up a second route. Yeah, just when you think you have everything under control, guess it's once again a matter of adding a waypoint, because I want the trucks to use that pathing. But I have to adjust the whole line of thinking a bit, because I need this little amount of fuel over here, that when using a full train I will never be able to get a good profit out of it. Unless I actually drop it off elsewhere. But I am already supplying here, so it's not a good idea. I can supply it here, but that means adjusting parts here. I will do that later. One other option is to do what I said I would. Building a new road. And this is such an ugly crossing. Let's start by that. Go out a bit. And switch to the 80 km/h. Country roads, adding there. Probably changes my whole setup. But yeah, that's working. That's one. Now the other one. I'm so unhappy when things become ugly. Thing is, am I able to create an access point Looks like I can't, so I have to go around. Okay, so that still shows up. Grab. Double grab. Doesn't matter. Um, so my initial plan, we have this route to pick up the oil and turn it into fuel and bring it back. And what I'm going to do is add another route doing the same thing, except it's going to transport the fuel to this truck station. And the sole purpose of that route is to supply the industrial area here. I can keep this color. That also means I probably have to add another platform over there. And it's actually, oh, this is nice. This is nice, right? Yep, I thought so. Platform 3. The only one I don't want to use. Unless let's remove that one for a moment. I need this one. Unless, let me see, it arrives here. If I order it to follow this one, it will make a circle. No, I have to add another platform to this station. No matter what I want to do, oh, come on, not that crap again. I had the same problem with the previous episode. Um, 5. because they have to do the same thing anyway. Problem solved. The only thing I need to adjust now is these roots. No. That's working as intended. In here, taking a turn through the industrial zone, dropping off, heading back to station. That's working as intended. But I think I already had one with that name, so oil fuel railroads. Indus, aka industry. So I've covered everything up. The only disadvantage of all of this, and I can be very clear about that, is because I'm not needing that much fuel over here, at least for the time being. My train will do a full trip from here to there, from here to there, and that's it. The last part will probably be empty. Anyway, did I set up? Yep, I did set up the feeder. So let's start by buying a train. Steam locomotive, flying Scotsman. I'm using the BR7, right? Nine. So let's see. 5 pieces. 5 pieces. I had 10 on these. So why did I have It's also nice to see emission coming from a tank car. Okay, so 10. 10 trains. 10 cargo is 90. I need 107 by 9. So I need at least two trains. You never know if there's another line going to be added. Hey, that's why. So that's one. Now let's start by setting up the entire start by 10. And I actually need to bring up this one for a change. And I don't need 10, I need more. Starting with, this is doing the fuel to the city center. Starting with this one. I'm going to add 10 vehicles to this one. That's the easy part. This is the very easy part. Eventually I have to set everything up with a view to all vehicles at once. Going to be fun. Nine minutes, 7 minutes. 7 minutes? 7 minutes? Hmm. I probably have to cut down on the amount of this route, sorry, this route and add to that route. This one's 20 minutes, so I need to add at least another train. One. Okay, that's done. So the oil is transported here. We got him transporting there next. I need to do two routes here, starting with a feeder and a supply route. So I will start with the same amount of trucks. Thirteen by 7. That's nice. That's pretty good, actually. So that's the oil refinery and the feeder to make sure that we got oil here. We're going back and we're going to do this one. And I think this is going to be larger. Basically because I need a very good supply of fuel in both cases. Somehow I think those lines are having the same length. But let's see. 30 by 12. Yep. And with this, should have the last part. Oil is done. The fuel is done. Oil done. Fuel done. Transport train is done. Okay, everything is working, which means the only thing for me left to do, I might as well, no, I might not as well. I need 3 road depots. Dynam, Gouda, and Hampton. Yep, that's it. Time to start moving, people. I have to check where they're going. Okay, I take the blue one. And this is the point I will start adding um, crude oil railroads. Why do I have two trading routes over there doing the same thing? Hampton, feeder number 2. Gouda. I'll take a look at this later. Because it's possible I actually set up this supply route a long time ago and completely forget about it. Would be typical me, frankly speaking. Dynam oil fuel industry. Oil fuel railroads. Hampton crude oil. 2. And then feeder. This is going to take such a long time, people. The only advantage, I get less trains to pick from over time, so less scrolling. Fuel. Let's go. It's already down to 4 minutes. Fuel industry. Fuel railroad. This is what I meant. And then crude to oil. Number 2. Feeder. Three minutes. Yeah, I think I'm still pretty good with the 10 minutes, at least. Then vehicles. Curious about that one. 3 minutes, 82 seconds on the feeder. Yeah, that's perfect. There's no need to add a 6 to that one. And I think I can say the same thing here. Something went wrong. Ah, no. That's food. That's crude. 130 seconds. And the fuel is doing 86. So, yeah. Things are going nice. Even this one is already doing 139. I got several trucks being added, so I probably can remove a few. oil, fuel, industry. Fuel, railroads. On 30, on 16. Basically, that one has enough. And the other one could do with one more, and that's it. $111.99. Let's check the other ones. Hantem, 114. Got free to go. Count them. 81 seconds. And I got free to go. I'm going to use all. May sound weird, but looking at the times here, I think it's actually a good idea to keep the flow going. Especially this part. Also nice to see that our cargo train is taking cargo tracks even without being boarded. last 4. Right, it's time to set it back to fuel 78.69 seconds. Compared to the other ones, it's even slow. And we have our transports here, 68 and 86. I could actually, and I think I will, add one truck to this one. Number 6. '86, yeah, it's going to improve. 72, that's nice, that works. And let's check over here. 80 and 82. So I need another one on this feeder as well. Because I always want my feeder trucks being the ones with faster frequency as the ones which are actually meant to supply. So the feeder got nothing, almost nothing. The other two are actually running. What's platform 1 and what's platform? Ah, that's, no, this is terminal 1. Ah, guess what? That was the one which had to supply a station, the oil refinery here. And if not mistaken, sort of doing that already with the other ones as well. Because that feeder is going to that refinery, which means that this one can be removed. I can set that one to terminal 4 or not. There's another thing I forgot. My loading times. So I might as well do that here. Because that makes my life a lot easier. I simply created two routes doing the same thing on two different refineries because I think I was having a good idea. And then the game came up with this refinery and I was like, it's even a better idea to use that one. The question is, why is it waiting? Probably because there isn't much demand yet. This one's simply demanding too much. Those two. Well, that's working. As a matter of fact, really well, because there's already oil at platform. The thing I'm still wondering, is it a better idea to put this one on another platform? So this part works. This part is causing a problem. Main production is dropped to this refinery. Well, while we keep the train going, let's see where it actually is. Okay. It is heading to Hampton Cargo. So as soon as it picks up the oil, I pause and add another train. But while everything is working over there, I'm going to mess up my train, the tracks and everything by adding oh, this is going to be fun. This makes it possible for me to actually start transporting items from this part to the map to this part of the map as well, including the oil and the refinery, because I will need those for supplying here. No catenary. The next part will be more complicated though. Because the passenger and cargo tracks actually switch. So I can't do this. I have to do that this way. And it already claims it's not possible. It is possible. I know it's possible. just need to figure out how it's possible. Oh, I know how. That's one. And that's two. Done. Next part. Only tracks. Nothing messed up. Doesn't look like it. And doesn't look like it. Good. So, time to do the rest. And I think that's the only mistake I made in this game. Using two stations split up instead of what I did with the other part, either to one side of two sides of the city, or having them be two sides of the city like this, or simply using this method, one big station. Because as you can see, this is really messing things up. Simply because they have to wait for passing trains over here. Waiting for free path. Probably waiting for him. Yep, because he has to go to Hunter. So he was waiting for him. What I don't understand why this train is actually waiting at that platform. Platform 3, platform 5. Sorry, Stardom. Platform 3. One, two, three. But please pull off. Never mind. It still has to wait for this train. And meanwhile, the next train is already waiting. So that's that trains. I should actually redo this entire setup over here. Ah, yeah, that was the reason why I tried this. Well, it was a bad idea, eventually. Still, it's something that's temporary. Every once in a while you see trains stopping all of a sudden at the same time, and within a few minutes the whole lockup is gone. So I mean, one waiting is leaving. This part is working. We see the trains here moving, so and the same thing up here. We have two trains waiting, but why are you using the wrong pathing? Because it goes wrong over here. Right. Hunt them. This one is okay. So he's moving to that one later. And everything else is okay now. We do have oil here, but I have no idea how much. To manage vehicle. Clone. Copy. Paste. Done. And last check. 10 minutes. So I can keep it with that. I'll see how if things are working the way it should. If it isn't, I may actually consider to skip this, the whole route I have here, and instead turn everything from this refinery, this oil well, to that refinery, including the transport imported oil. Because right now it's terrible. Over here things are working fine. Otherwise I would end up with a train driving with less as 50% all the time, and I'm not in the mood to do that. And last, it's funny that the trams are still running at a loss. While we have so many passengers waiting here. Vickers Victoria cargo, Donier Mercure passengers. I need another plane or more planes. Okay, I'll leave it like this for now. Next week, I will see if I'm able to make the connection here. I already have been preparing a little bit for that, to make the connection to Slate, or if I'm actually going south first and connect this part, I do need a food plant. And right now we have two. One up here, one up there, and that's it. There's food plant in the south, but I'm not using it. And I have to do something with this entire part of the map. So there's still enough to be planned and to be done. Oh, hang on a sec. There's a food plant. The problem is how to get the food over there. Considering there's no grain nearby. I have grain here, which is nice, but I don't have. I'll see. Like I said, because this is going to be removed anyway because of the trade. Like I said, I will probably go south. We have an oil refinery, an oil well here. We need food and machinery. There's a sawmill we can use. And here's goods and machinery. So there's a goods plant. So doing this is an option. But yeah, we got some options. Next week though. For now, I'd say thanks for watching. I hope you've been enjoying it. I did. Although things are getting more complicated now, but I did enjoy it, and it looks like I have to adjust a lot of routes, and probably check the condition of my vehicles. No, I don't. I don't for all road vehicles. Trams are slowly. Why do I get buses? Never mind. Medium green. Anything else is good. Okay. Don't have ships. And my planes are okay too. Anyway, okay. So I don't have to look at maintenance cost of my vehicles yet. I'll try to figure out what to do next week. Probably going south, and if I'm doing that, I may actually start working at getting fuel here. Which, like I said, seeing how this is going won't be easy, because this isn't working. What I had set up over there isn't working, but I'll see what I can do about that. And goods and probably prepare everything for going around in a circle to this city, especially with this one having a nice number of residents. So passenger transport will really get a nice boost. With that in mind, I'd say thank you for watching. I have to check one more thing. Yep. And I really do hope to see you next week. Have a good week and goodbye.